Good morning. Okay, let's get at it. And the first comment after it backfired. Oh, it didn't backfire. It hit better than I could have ever imagined that it hit. That's exactly what it did, backfired. Do you think that anybody puts out a troll video like that not expecting reverberations? Come on. All right, let's see what we got here. Good morning, everybody. Everybody's hanging on to their bippy. Hope you like the intro music, because I certainly did. There's no doubt about that. All right. And Nico, where's Nico? This Nico fella, first-time watcher. What's up, man? What's up, man? All right. So we're in a holding pattern. That's exactly what we're in. We are in a holding pattern that is CPI-based, and we're going to have to see what's going to go on tomorrow. Everybody's waiting for that inflation number. You know, here's the struggle with this market and why it's so difficult to get anything done in this market. The reason is because it's just waiting for one news after the other. So last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever, it was, hey, let's sit there and let's wait for what the Fed's going to talk about. And then it came out, okay, this is good. We got this. Now let's wait until the jobs number come out. Okay, now we got the jobs number out. Then this week starts. Now let's wait until the CPI data comes out. Okay, so the CPI data is going to come out, and then it's going to be, let's wait for the PPI data. Then it's going to be, okay, now let's wait until now. What's the Fed going to do? It's just back and forth and back and forth. So what do I think inflation is going to do tomorrow? I personally think that inflation is going to be lower tomorrow from the CPI number. Do I think that inflation is actually lower? No. I think that a big piece of what is raising inflation and what is really hitting people's pocketbooks is the gasoline prices. And when you have those prices skyrocketing, of course it's going to be hit. And when you have prices coming down, it's a heavy weight on the overall inflationary number. So when you have, the answer to the question is I think it's going to be lower tomorrow. Do I think it's warranted? Do I think inflation is actually coming lower? No, I don't. But that's something for another day. All right, and NVIDIA got smoked yesterday. Let's see. Futures are down a little bit. Listen, futures are going to be, it's going to be very light volume today, guys. It's going to be very, very light volume today, and you are going to have to be very cautious. What is this? China's Luckin plans store expansion and remains committed to the U.S. market. So I'm just pulling this story up out of nowhere. I just noticed it. Do you guys remember the Luckin coffee situation that happened? Oh, was it 2018? Maybe 2019. I can't really remember. Maybe it says it in this article. Was it really 2020? Okay. So this company, and this is a big reason why I actually get kind of worried about the different Chinese companies and the way that they report, is because Luckin turned out to be a big fraud. They were said to be the biggest competitor to Starbucks. They were dominating China. It was just this incredible company. It turns out that there was a lot of fraud going on. Lots of fraud going on in the company. In 2020, they admitted that they had $310 million in sales that were fabricated in the previous 3 quarters, bringing the coffee maker to a collapse. It got delisted. It went to the OTC market. This company just went to... You want to talk about a company that was going to the moon? That was this company before going to the moon was a thing. And then the fraud came out and they got delisted off the NASDAQ real quick. So they're trying to turn it around. I guess they're trying to... I mean, it's hard to trust them now. On Monday, it said it reported 72% jump in net revenue. In comparison, Starbucks had a last week third quarter comparable sales that fell in China 44%. So who knows if you could trust the numbers anymore. Not a story that I was planning on doing. But when I see Luckin, I typically get interested because it is a great saga to remember. Should we invest in China? You know, I don't know. I mean, you have those safer ETFs that you can look into. Let's see what the 2 and the 10 are doing. I'm sorry, the 3-month and the 10. So we have 2.56 on the 3-month, 2.78 on the 10-year. The 2-year and the 10-year are wildly inverted. So what does that indicate? Well, it indicates recession, but in the next 6 to 12 months. But ignore that. We can just change the definition of recession and move on from there. Well, where do I want to go today? It was a slow news day. I just pulled a bunch of kind of random things. Speaking of Chinese stocks, Alibaba. For those of you that love Alibaba and everything, please don't panic. It's going to be okay. And if you're panicking, then maybe this isn't for you. This investment isn't for you. And that's okay. Alibaba has been approved on the Hong Kong Exchange. Alibaba, e-commerce giant, said its application for primary listing on the Hong Kong Exchange has been approved, and it's going to expect to be listed fully by the end of 2022. The move will allow Chinese investors to trade directly in the stock, and Chief Executive Daniel Zhang said it will foster a wider and more diverse investor base. On August 8th, the Hong Kong Exchange issued its primary conversion exchange acknowledgement pursuant of the change in the listing status guidance letter, and end of 2022. So we're going to have to see now. A Chinese company got approved on the Chinese exchange? No, I agree. The company has let go more than 9,000 workers between April and June due to lackluster performance. Also, shutdowns that are running rampant over there, which is incredible. 10-year and 3-month are only 15 bips apart. Yeah, they are only 15 bips apart, and you better watch out for whatever's going to happen with that number that comes out tomorrow with CPI. So 8:30 tomorrow is where that's going to come from. The red flag that preceded a halving of global equities in 2000 and 2007. This is from Citigroup. Citigroup says, if Wednesday's CPI number doesn't reveal some slowing prices, which I do think, I don't know. I think tomorrow, you're going to have to break down where the slowing is coming from, because I think a big part of it is going to be the gas. Expectations will rise for a bigger Fed rate hike in September, possibly knocking stocks. But if it swings the other way, especially after surprisingly good jobs data that happened last week, again, I don't think that that's necessarily the same thing. I don't think that... Listen, I don't know how many times I could beat a dead horse, but the jobs number, everybody's looking at the wrong number. You shouldn't just be looking at unemployment. It just doesn't make sense. The view that things aren't as bad as they feared, Fed hikes may be done soon, which would mean that they would become dovish. But amid caution, there's plenty of stock buying recommendations out there. So this is interesting. This is getting into the analysis of the analysts. There's a lot of buy recommendations out there from the sell side. That is brokerages and investment banks. And that fat red flag investors may want to heed is our call of the day from Citigroup. Our index of global sell-side recommendations is back to peak bullishness levels reached in 2000 and 2007, after which global equities halved. That's okay. Okay, let's see here. Let me go down. So this is a little thing. If you go and look at the Fed, the analyst recommendations here, they're all pretty higher than I certainly thought they would be. I was kind of studying this thing earlier today. I mean, if you just look at the headline overall index, I mean, it is pretty incredible seeing the United States up there with, God, I don't know. I mean, I just look and I see all these numbers keep coming out and coming out and coming out. And it's just like, really, we just have bad thing after bad thing after bad thing. And it just keeps coming to the. So I watched Mohamed El-Erian's, what's this called? Influencers with Andy Surer yesterday. He's Yahoo Finance. If you want to, you can YouTube it. Just YouTube Influencers Mohamed El-Erian, and you can watch it. It's about 30 minutes long, maybe 35 minutes long. And he kind of goes through what he sees going on in this economy. And he says that we're a very high risk for a recession, but he doesn't actually think we're in one. And he's been going into the jobs numbers and stuff, and which I disagree with. And the consumer spending. I see the consumer spending that is still high, but you also have last quarter was the highest opening of credit cards in the history of the United States. So where is this? Is it actual people are spending, but are they going to be able to pay off these? How many defaults are going to be going into the future? These are the things that I just want to, personally, I'll just keep looking into and saying, all right, that's great that people are spending, but can they pay off their spending? Is this '08 all over again? Different situation, of course, but yeah. Okay, here we go. In any case, that analyst herding has triggered a red flag in Citi's bear market checklist, which has eased from 6 to 18 potential flags. I didn't look up what the potential flags were. Note, this particular flag gave us false sell signal in 2012 when global stocks were flat for the following 12 months. But still, what happened in 2000 and 07 is worth noting. Even though they are starting to revise down in earnings forecasts, we're going to talk about Micron today. We're going to talk about NVIDIA. A lot of other chip makers out there, falling share prices and cheapening valuations keep them positive. They eventually do turn more cautious as earnings forecasts fall, but it's still a slow process. So this is the risk on, risk off gauge, I guess, that they go by. The US dollar means that there's higher risk on. S&P and NASDAQ are lower risk. 10-year treasury, people are worried about that. They should be looking at their yield curve. I mean, they talk about their yield curve and how important their 2 and 10 is. How is oil not something that is risk on? But whatever. All right. There was a story that I wanted to talk about, and it had to do with NVIDIA. Was it this? Yes, it was. So the crypto went, I don't even understand. I do understand why, but here we go. Crypto winter continues to shave billions off from the stock market. This is from Miles at Yahoo Finance. On Monday, chip giant offered, this is NVIDIA, preliminary results for its second quarter that were going to fall far short of Wall Street expectations. The company shed more than 6% yesterday. I saw it was down 8%, I thought, at some point yesterday. NVIDIA's market value dropped $30 billion. The specific challenges facing NVIDIA. Okay, I do have questions for you right now. Can you guys let me know? I mean, I don't know anything about the crypto space as far as chips go, graphics chips go. How does... Oh, really? Serena Williams retired from tennis? That is breaking news. Can somebody explain to me how this works as far as the graphics chips? I didn't know that you had to have graphics when you did crypto. The crypto people are going to go crazy right now. But you know what? For you crypto people, I will do something nice for you. I'll ring a disruption bell so that you know that you are in a disruptive industry. Do not worry. Don't get mad at me. The specific challenge facing NVIDIA is what the company expects will be a 44% quarter-over-quarter decline in revenue from its gaming segment, which includes sales of high-end graphics cards and other chips. They dropped nearly mirrors what happened in end of 2008. You remember what happened at the end of 2008, guys? End of 2008, I guess maybe crypto crashed. I remember it went to like 19,000 in 2018, not 8. And also, 2018, the end of it, October, that's when we started. That's when all that China trade stuff was happening with Trump and Xi Jinping and Steve Mnuchin, and it was just daily back and forth. And that's when we had that crazy turbulence in the market. And that is also the time when NVIDIA, I remember they got smoked, absolutely smoked. NVIDIA's gaming slowdown likely includes the chips that they sell to the crypto market, which has been weak. Hence, the extent of the slowdown is so significant. Let's see. NVIDIA makes great chips. It completes the mathematical algorithm to require to mine coins. I see. Thank you very much. Demand for GPUs will plummet. GPUs are used to mine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so these things are used to mine. All right, cool. GPUs are better for mining, so I suspect NVIDIA will have negative growth when crypto goes to zero someday. That was a good one. I was not expecting that. The extent in which cryptocurrency mining contributed to gaming demand is difficult for us to quantify with any reasonable precision, said the CFO of NVIDIA. Anything else that I highlighted in here? Anything else? No, I didn't highlight anything else. So that is that with the crypto world. So, man, I can't wait to buy NVIDIA. I just texted Paul this morning. I just can't wait to buy that company. You'll never get to buy that company. It'll never be that cheap. Okay, sounds good. All right. Speaking of which, Micron. So, guys, what do you guys think about Micron? Because this is a very interesting, interesante, Spanish lingo for you there, company for me in Micron. And they came out yesterday, maybe it was this morning, and they said that they're going to give pre-earnings. They just reported just a couple of weeks ago, and they're going to come out and give their guiding down or giving their anticipation. I think a lot of these companies are starting to give this not on earnings date, this slower guidance to ease people in so that their companies don't get hit by like 40% in one day. That's what I'm really starting to think is what's going on. I think its fundamentals are rather weak, and it needed to fall about a little bit. Everybody's saying under 60. So we'll see. All right, Micron plans $40 billion U.S. investment through the end of the decade. So with this chip bill, with the anticipated grants and credits made possible by the CHIPS and Science Act, this investment will enable, was somebody having a hard time spelling this morning? And credits, where's the space? Will enable, why is there an X? What is going on here? The world's most advanced memory manufacturing in the world. The largest in memory manufacturing in the United States history will create up to 40,000 new American jobs, including 5,000 highly paid technical and operational roles at the chip company. Micron said that it expects to begin production in the second half of the decade. That means 26 through 2030. Well, technically the end of 29. Monish likes it so we can all buy it with no risk because it's going to the moon. Touche. That's sarcasm, by the way. I left my clown horn downstairs. I need a button that says that's just a clown horn. Well. In every life, a little rain must fall. Isn't that right? All right, let's see. The Reddit stuff. So Reddit is back, baby. Reddit is back, and I would pat myself on the back right now, but my shoulder kind of hurts, and it'll just make me hurt too much from patting myself on the back. And you guys know that I don't really have an ego, so I wouldn't want to pat myself on the back on live YouTube. Bed Bath & Beyond leads rally in meme stocks as Reddit group appears to be jumping back on board. So they are back, baby. The Reddit Wall Street bets kids are back. As the Wall Street bet, they get there. And so here we go. This is the best. Listen to this entire... I'm just going to read. I don't typically just read through all of these different things, just straight through, but I got to read this one because it's fantastic. One individual on the Reddit forum who goes by the name The Dude 0007 said his inbox has been blowing up with inquiries about his decision-making process after he said he had 10x'd a 45K YOLO in Bed Bath & Beyond. YOLO stands for You Only Live Once. The post explained that the individual has been monitoring the stock for the troubled retailer closely since Ryan Cohen, an activist shareholder, founder of pets products retailer Chewy, and head of RC Ventures LLC, took a position. All right, here we go. Cohen has since forced a number of changes at the company, including pushing out its overcompensated CEO and gaining 3 board seats, said the post. Cohen has pushed hard for yada, yada, yada. Here's the best part. As an investor, I do not invest in companies with the conviction in which I invest in people. This theory of mine started with Steve Jobs and Apple back when I was 18 and the first iPhone came out. Continued with Elon Musk and Tesla before they even had their first vehicle come on the road. And now Cohen, as he is tactically fighting to dismantle the forces of Wall Street that blatantly F the little guy, he wrote. Bed Bath & Beyond is possibly the deepest value stock on the market. Now, then you go over to Bank of America. This is where it set it off. This is where it set it off, and it's the best part right here. Poopoppy? Thank you. Not everyone agrees, of course. Bank of America analysts wrote that the company was turning down the air conditioning at its stores to preserve cash. Oh, cash. Interesting that cash would matter. Interesting that cash would matter. Yeah, that's just weird. Can somebody send me some names of some CEOs out there? Because I'm just going to go through it. I'm just going to pick a CEO and I'm going to invest in a company. I don't have my horn. Where's my sarcasm horn? Bed Bath & Beyond is also heavily discounted. I can't do this story anymore. This is what's going on the Wall Street bets. I need to get a Reddit account. I really need a Reddit account. All right, let's go. Where should we go next? Inflation. Oh, this is actually quite a sad story. Sad. Ben Graham would have been all over. Get the dude 07. It's not Sleeper. You got to get the username right. It's the dude 0007. Come on, Sleeper. Get with it. Just kidding. Go and message that guy and tell him that I want to get him on the show. That would be wonderful. Almost 4 in 5 Americans are concerned that inflation is eating away at their financial security. Nearly half, 49%, of millennials don't feel they'll ever be able to retire, and 64% are skeptical about their ability to build personal wealth. Sleeper. Can you guys that are millennials, can you please tell me if you think you'll ever be able to retire? Just put, those of you that aren't millennials, please do not respond. Don't skew the data, okay? Don't skew the data. Please type it in there. Will you be able to retire? All right. Despite financial and work gains over the last 2 years, they remain in precarious financial position, and inflation, as well as a looming economic downturn, are overshadowing their confidence in their ability to achieve long-term security. This person says, retire, probably not. Yes, yes. Hell yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Whoa. Yes, 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 yes. Maybe one day. That's a great idea, Josh Alters. No. Yes. Am I a millennial? ? I'll retire when I die. Touche. Never retire. On track. Yes. Don't want to ever retire, but yes. Nice. I love it. Look at these guys. Look at these guys just flossing out there. Another recent report backs up this doom and gloom outlook. Almost 1/4 of workers said that they expect to retire later than planned, according to a new survey from Schwab Retirement Plan Services. Sadly, the annual nationwide survey of 1,000 401k participants between the ages of 21 and 70 found that 1/3 of participants do not know how long their savings are likely to last in retirement, and that 2/3 who estimated that they will expect their retirement savings to last 23 years on average. I think the average person wanted $1.7 million in retirement. I think we'll get to that. From my own experience with the graduate students, so this is from some college social worker, Boston College. From my experiences with graduate students, this is actually very important here. Very important here. Graduate students in their 20s, most lack a clear understanding of retirement saving strategies and also think that it is a problem to deal with in the future. Thank you very much. I'm glad that they said that. I wonder why it's like that. Does anybody have a good reason why that graduate students in their 20s lack a clear understanding of retirement savings? Can anybody tell me? Because I'll tell you why. It's very simple. Because they don't teach you anything about this in high school, and then you get to college and they don't teach you anything about it. They make you take these BS prerequisite classes on, like when I was living in Florida, I had to take a class on on the stupid Florida wetlands. What the hell do the Florida wetlands have anything to do with anything? Why do I need to know about that? Why don't you teach me a class on understanding a 401k, understanding a Roth IRA, understanding these stupid things instead of learning about the lizards that are climbing around in the swamp. Why is that a prerequisite for me? This doesn't make any sense. And this is why you have this kind of nonsense where people have no idea what is going on when they turn 30 and 40 unless they go and seek it out on their own. It really doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, and then people complain, I don't know why this is happening this way. Well, why do you think? Because you're teaching kids how to do all this nonsense in high school and all this nonsense in college as prerequisites. That's exactly why. Mo, why do you got to bully the Florida wetlands? Oh, God. Only half of workers with 401k plans said that they feel confident that they'll reach their retirement savings goal. You know how even I knew that it was more of BS about this Florida wetlands class? All it was an online class. They didn't even have a person that I can go sit in the class and talk to about. It's that's how I knew it was just some big giant money grab from the state of Florida. On average, $1.7 million is what people believe that they need to have saved for retirement. Most troubling is that workers are saving less, 33% less, and spending more in general, 33% more, according to the Schwab report. They're saving less for emergencies, 20% less, investing less outside of their 401ks, 18% less, and contributing less to their 401ks, 15% less. Talk about a recipe for disaster. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, speaking of disasters, here we go. Hey Mo, did you know that the land is wet in the Florida wetlands? Thank you very much. Norwegian stock sinks. So I'm not really focused on Norwegian here. I'm just focused on the cruise line because I know a lot of you guys like the cruise lines. Here we go. Norwegian stocks. It fell. I guess it's down about 9% right now in pre-market trading on Tuesday after the cruise company predicted it would continue to be unprofitable in the third quarter. Second quarter adjusted loss of $478 million on $1.19 billion in revenue, and is expecting a loss. They were expecting a loss of 1.26, a loss of 88 cents a share on 1.26 billion. Now, the company added, however, that it continues to expect a net loss going into the third quarter. Total revenue is expected to be 1.5 to 1.6 billion in the third quarter, while occupancy is supposed to be in the low 80% range. Occupancy in the second quarter was in the 65% range. So people are certainly going back on ships. Now, I do have a question, another question. I've never been on a cruise. Can you guys answer this for me? If you are looking to go, I'm sure there's different tiers of what you can go on. You can probably go on cruises that are $100,000 or $5,000. I have no idea, but can somebody please let me know about this one? Is it cheaper to go on a cruise than it is to go to like a normal vacation of equal value, like go to a resort or something like that? Can you get better deals on cruises than flying somewhere, staying at a hotel, food, all of that? Can somebody, because I honestly don't know. I've never looked into it. I've never really had an interest in going on a cruise. We are encouraged, this is from the CEO of Norwegian, we are encouraged by the continued strong consumer demand we are experiencing, which reflected in our record pricing, accelerated booking volumes, especially for 2023 and beyond, and the highest ever onboard generation. Okay, so it's usually true that it's less. Okay, so much cheaper. They are cheap. Yes, they are a lot cheaper. Less than $1,000 for a 5-day trip. Oh, wow. It can be, but it's boring. Okay, well, that's fine. Cruises are big hotels with amusement parks. That's the idea, not destiny, but the journey. Got it. How about Michael Scott's Caribbean cruise of Lake Wallenpaupack? I like that one. All right. Thank you for those answers. Ground vacations are for suckers. Oh, that's funny. All right, so let's go to Spirit. Spirit Airlines posts a loss in surge costs. So the reason I bring this up is because of everything that was happening with Spirit, JetBlue, etc. Does that really say howdy on top? Oh, okay. All righty. Spirit reported second quarter loss as strong travel demand and higher fares weren't enough to overcome the surge in costs. These surges in costs are just crushing these companies. Net loss of $52.4 million in 3 months ending June 30th. Revenue rose nearly 35% from pre-pandemic 2019 to almost $1.37 billion. Expenses soared more than 66% compared with 3 years ago. Its fuel bill more than doubled. In the current quarter, Spirit expects pre-tax margins between a -1% and a +1%, citing the capacity constraints in Florida. Spirit and JetBlue, remember this, guys. Spirit and JetBlue have already, and other major carriers have dialed back their growth plans because they don't have any pilots. They have a lot of staff, not only pilots, but just general staffing shortages. Oh no, we got a new one. We got a new person, the lovechat.xyz, the best adult dating site out there. So before I ban them, whoever wants to use it, go and click them. Go and click them. It's a new one, so make sure you go and it's called the lovechat.xyz. So there you go. I do what I can for my audience. I got satisfaction for everyone. So thanks for stopping in, Love Chat. Spirit said it expanded almost 10% in the second quarter compared with the same period of 2019. So they are the magic school bus in the sky is off and running again. Big news out of Akron, Ohio. Akron is back, baby. All right. Zales, two bots were officially making it. Zales owner Signet buys online brand Blue Nile to bolster its portfolio. Blue Nile. Signet said on Tuesday that it will acquire online jewelry retailer Blue Nile for $360 million, all-cash deal in a bid to appeal to younger consumers and grow its bridal business. The company now expects fiscal 2023 sales between $7.6 billion and $7.7 billion, down from a prior range of $8.03 to $8.25 billion. Signet said the revised figures do not take into account the further material worsening from macroeconomic factors and that could hurt the consumer spending, nor this acquisition. So, deal is going to close in the third quarter. Well, ain't that exciting? And the last story of the day might be my favorite story of the day because I don't understand how this was never a thing before. WhatsApp is changing some things, and boy, am I happy about that. WhatsApp will now let you get out of group chats. Not that I have one group chat on WhatsApp. iMessage needs to do this. Stock market's now open, guys. The iMessage needs to get on board here. So WhatsApp, and guys, remember, this is a part of Meta. So people are going to start using, I don't know, it's a great feature, but I like iMessage more. WhatsApp is now using a feature that will allow users to leave lengthy group chats without alerting others. So you can slide right out of there. Instead of notifying everybody, you'll be able to get out of there and just not have to worry. This is another one. Where's the other one? This is my favorite tool. Another tool announced by the firm will let users conceal their presence because, you know, when you go on WhatsApp, it just pops up that somebody can see you're online. It's like the old AOL. I don't want somebody to see that I'm online. I just want to read your message. You don't need to know that I'm online. It's Big Brother. Come on. Zuckerberg, the Lizard King. Keep building new ways to protect your messages and keep them as private and secure as face-to-face conversations. That's the goal. Meta is seeking to win favor with the Gen Z users who have left for social media apps like Snapchat, TikTok, yada, yada. That's it. And what owned by China's ByteDance? Does anybody have ByteDance? Do we have any China users here that use ByteDance? Probably not. You can disable. Yeah, I know. I know it's on. That's why I don't understand that. That's why I don't understand why WhatsApp can't. Anyways, who reports today? Plug Power. Yippee. Workhorse is down 16% before the bell. I assume Stock Mo is going to be buying this like crazy, right? I mean, can somebody please notify him and just let him know that Workhorse is down 16% and that this is a hell of a dip? Can somebody please do that? I would really appreciate that. You can sign it Love Mo. That would be fine. Walt Disney reports after the bell. That's the big one this week, in my opinion. IMO. Anything tomorrow? I mean, Thursday? No. Anything Friday? No. Earnings week is pretty much over. So, that's that. All right, let's see what futures are doing now. What do we got with futures? Okay, everything's red right now, but we're going to have to see what goes on into the future. Oh, speaking of which, I just talked about Workhorse, and Somebody please go and let him know. I will be very, very, whatever. I can, let's see. What is WhatsApp? That's a fair statement. Disney reports more like Disney needs to be reported. All right, I'm going to read through some of your comments. Put any questions you want in the chat, concerns. Yeah, anyways. Finished grad school at 27 with $220,000 in student loans. Was never taught how to save, pay off loans, or invest. Had to figure it out. My self-education system is a scam. Amen to that, Mike G. Amen to that. Mo is a workhorse. Ha! You mean Groomers Report. I don't know what that means. My new portfolio is Tattooed Chef, Workhorse, Coinbase, and Bed Bath & Beyond. Well, here's the good news. You're getting a hell of a discount because you are buying the dip. Just kidding. I don't know what I said that was sarcastic there, but I'm just going to say sarcasm. H&R Block earnings today. Is that right? Beast mode. Love watching this channel. Thanks, Rockstar Bam. Great username. Micron. How you fix college? Pay nothing after graduation until you get hired. That's not a solution. When oh God. Did we talk about the raid? I just tuned in. No, Matt, we didn't. Just go in our WhatsApp group chat, and I've said everything that I need to say about that. HRB is going to... So let's look at HRB real quick. I am curious to see HRB over here. So HRB has gone on quite the run. So what time do they report earnings? Is it later today, or is it this morning? It's later today. So they're going to report after the bell, August 9th. Yeah. I'm excited to see what's expected. So they're expected to do $1.24 earnings per share and come in with an estimated revenue of $996.33 million. We'll see what's going to happen, guys. We will see what's going to happen. Guys, smash the like button for me. Also follow me on Instagram at TraderMo_EM. I would appreciate that. I just put up a picture of me on a walk with Teddy yesterday. I just couldn't make it any further. It was so hot outside. I was done. Call it. I don't do heat very well. And yesterday was humid. Disney reports tomorrow, Michael Bravo. Which chip play is better? Nvidia, Micron, Intel, or AMD? I don't know. I bet there's pieces of all of them that I like. I can't narrow it down, but I also don't see a reason that you need to just pick one and move on. I mean, they all do different things. Nvidia, for example, they do graphics. Intel does their own computers. AMD is in so many different things. They're in a lot of systems. By the way, speaking of systems, can we talk about this PlayStation real quick? So is PlayStation 5 that much better than PlayStation 4? And can you even get PlayStation 5s anymore? What's the situation with that? Because I last heard that you couldn't do that, but who knows? It was the best raid. Hold on. Monish and Lilu are in MU invested heavily. Yeah, they are. Let's see here. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Hold on. I wanted to see. Let's see here. Market is looking good this morning. So guys, send me any questions that you have. Got an Xbox for $20 at a garage sale this weekend. That's what's up. It's a lot better. It's hard to get one. Okay. So honestly, okay, Brad, let's get into that. Honestly, I wanted I'll probably buy a PlayStation 5 when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, if my mom lets me play it. And then I'll assess from there. I have an unopened PS5 for sale. Steven, you're going to make a boatload of money on that one, I assume. All right. Some might even call it a perfect raid. Oh, God, you guys are the best. Para or WBD? So, Brad, made a video on Paramount. Personally, I really like the direction that Paramount is going. Now, with that being said, I got to really dig in. So I read their Q2 report, and there was a lot in there that was pretty awesome. I need to go through and understand exactly what their plan going forward is. They're getting great shows. I mean, they just came out with the Top Gun movie. That was the biggest grossing movie since Titanic. It was the biggest grossing movie ever at Paramount. So they're doing a lot of good things. I've never used their platform. I've never signed up for their platform. So I definitely got to sign up for their platform for 1 month and see how that goes. but that's it. PS5 has a built-in PS4. Why not just build a PC? Because I have no idea how to do that. What am I gonna do? Get a screwdriver and a motherboard and put it together? What does this look like over here? What about a PS7? That would be pretty cool too. Everybody will go out and get GTA 6. GTA 6 is gonna be sweet. I was reading about it yesterday, and they're saying that it's gonna be in Vice City, which I'm not a big fan of, but whatever. How do you feel about evaluating companies that rely on commodity pricing? Good question. I do worry about that one because commodities are extremely global. It's not just US based. Okay, so everybody's talking about Tattooed Chef right now. Tattooed Chef reported earnings last night, and they are now down 12%. So that is a sick chart. That's all I have to say. Nothing. Fake meat is not disruptive. All of a sudden, fake meat is super disruptive up here at $29. And then the bell just gets slower and just dies. Done. And now it's dead. But I don't know if it's actually dead. So Game Boys aren't cool anymore. Game Boys, I thought Game Boys were pretty cool. Mo, do you trade bonds? No, I do not do any bonds. Muni bonds I like. I think muni bonds are actually quite interesting to me just because of the tax implications. Actually, rather lack thereof tax implications based on your state that you're in. But also, I heard that FIFA is leaving EA Sports. Interesting. Any playing the Madden now? I'll be honest with you. I don't really play video games, period. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go out and buy a PS5 when GTA 6 comes out, and I'm going to pay probably $500 or $600, whatever the price is. I'm going to get the game for probably what will be $100 at that point. It won't be $60 anymore. And then I will play it for about 2 hours, and I will never touch it again. That is pretty much the trajectory of what happens every time I buy a video game. And I don't know why I keep doing it, but those 2 hours that I play it are really fun. That's what I got to say about that. Bid and ask do mostly options or trading. We do tons of options. This is why I was asking in the general chat yesterday, not in the bid and ask chat. What do you guys want to see more of? So we got some potential changes coming to with the options world. Potential changes. That's a little teaser for you inside the business lingo. All right. Wrist check. Well, it's actually not on my wrist because it was weighing me down, but just the sub. I've not liked wearing watches lately. It's weird. It's really weird. All right. What about distressed assets? So, Frederico, I'm the distressed assets thing. I can't really get into that stuff. Okay, Mo, the only bonds Mo likes are James Bond. I actually have never seen a James Bond movie, and I am frankly not into it. I don't like that kind of stuff. Somebody just asked where you can join the bid and ask, so I'm going to pull you over here to Everything Money website, everythingmoney.com. Let me log out, and click Join EM, and you can come right here. We do options, trading, value. It's just a really exclusive. You have 24 access to me. You have 24/7 access to pretty much everybody in the community. It's an awesome community. I go live stream at 10:15 multiple times a day. I'm not multiple times a day, multiple times a week, sometimes multiple times a day. And that's where you can do it. I miss the times where you bought a game, played it, and yeah, that's right. Now you just download it. I hate meta brands. They pull your meta bands. I don't know what that means. Oh, metal bands. Okay, they pull your hair out. But thanks for asking, man. What's the number one activity on my bucket list? I don't really do bucket lists. Not gonna lie. Patek. I don't like Pateks. I'm not a fan. I don't like the shapes of the majority of them. Not in that square shape. Not for me. Mo is a Bond villain. I'll take it. What else? What other questions? How about some stock talk about Mark Forged? Oh, all right, guys. I'm going to give you guys a few more seconds of this. So if anybody wants to get in to the solicitation bots, shall I say, you can go in. So there he was. Mo is testing his bots again. Yeah. I have fake bots on Instagram and fake bots here. I'm just kidding. I don't have fake bots on Instagram. I don't even want to do real Instagram. How do you think I would want to go and manage a fake bot? Let's see here. Okay, let's go here real quick. We got a couple of minutes left, and then we're going to do some day trading Not just day trading. It's going to be day trading. Hey, listen, whatever you guys want to talk about, we can do. We can talk about honestly anything. New people, come on in into the 10:15 live stream. All you got to do is join the bid and ask. You'll jump right in. A couple weeks. Let's see. What's today's date? We can see the reflection in your glasses. Don't lie. That's funny. Let's see. What's today's date? Today's date is, let's see. Today's date is this. So that, okay. So it's either going to be probably next Saturday. Probably next Saturday is when I'm going to do an exclusive seminar just for the bid and ask. So, hey, Mo, Kramer lightning round. There's a bull market somewhere. Buy. You know what? There was an actual funny story out there about Jim Crater today. Yes, I said Crater. Where was Crater? Crater gave us 7 stocks to buy. Where was Crater's 7 stocks to buy? They took it down already? Sad. Or it's just headline news and I'm just missing it. Sad. Shoot. Serena Williams is retiring from tennis. I'll take a moment of silence for that. Yeah, okay. Well, Jim Crater put out 7 stocks this morning that you needed to go ahead and buy because they were flossing. Mo, have you ever had a W-2? I have. Yes, I have. Can we talk about how to find a girlfriend? Yeah. Use the sex bot that just came out. That'll help you. Do you like snowboarding? No, I do not like snowboarding. Want nothing to do with it. $1 million idea. Love chat. Crashy Wood. Very good. I bet on those 7 already down 2%. I love it. Isn't today a bad day to trade low volume? No. Well, you can. Hans, overall, it's low volume, but you could certainly find good stocks out there that are going to satisfy all of your needs. All right, guys. I'm getting out of here. You guys have a wonderful day. Same time, same place tomorrow. Hang out near Bippy, and I'll catch you on the flippity flop.